Hey guys, this is Jen Yogi here at Western Lighting and Energy Controls. Today we have some incredible guests for you. They are here to talk to you about how to get rich with the Lutron Pro program and to keep your customers happy in their new smart home. Shall we go and talk to them? Alright, let's go! Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing three lighting control experts. We have Darren Midley. You are the founder of Unified Smart Home in Southern California.
Yeah.
And Kate Sullivan. She's our Lutron high-end residential sales representative in California. Hi, Kate. And
Hi.
Jim Reichschneider, principal at Western Lighting and Energy Controls. So welcome to our vlog, to our new expert series. I'm glad you could make it today. I know you are busy. And we are going to talk about the Lutron Pro program. And my first question is to you, Kate. I would like you to tell us a little bit more about the Lutron Pro program. How does it work? Who is it for? And what are the benefits of becoming a Lutron Pro?
Awesome. So the Lutron Pro program started about 3 years ago, and it's a free rewards program. Anyone can sign up that's an AV or electrical installer. All we need is one invoice from your local distributor saying that you've bought a Caseta RA2 or RA2 Select smart home device, and then you can get started. So there's a couple of really great benefits from this program. You get points on every system you install. With those points, you can buy things like main repeaters, product, things for your trucks, all that great stuff. You also get an extended year warranty on every system you install, and you will get access to our Where to Buy website. So our homeowners can go in, type in their zip code, and up pops all of our Lutron Pros as installers. So it's free marketing to our pros. And like I said, it's a free program. All you need is one invoice from your local distributor saying that you've bought one of our systems before, and we can get you signed up.
Sounds easy to me. But what are your take on this, Darren? I know that you're a Lutron Pro. And then first, please introduce your company. I know that you are doing a decent amount with Lutron, but you have not just the Lutron line that you're currently using. You're doing AV integration as well, and everything that can make your home smart. So please.
Correct. Thank you. Yeah, we pride ourselves. Number one is we love working with Kate. We love working with Western. We love working with Lutron. They're fantastic. It's a great program. And it really supports what we do, because what we do at Unify is we actually build very custom design and personalized automation systems. And we do it kind of in a unique way without using third-party control. I think third-party control is awesome and it's great, but what we do is we kind of take a different approach, and we use all the integrations that Lutron has created with Sonos and with Google and Amazon, and we use all those, and we use the relationships and the work with and all of the automations that they've built to create a really custom design and personalized home automation system. And that's really what we do. And we love the Lutron Pro program, because number one, Lutron is kind of the heart and soul of our entire automation system. I would never look anywhere else outside of Lutron. We love it. And then secondly, the program itself, like Kate said, we were able to come in, give them one invoice, learn a little bit about it, and then with the help of Jim and Javier and everybody over at Western and Kate and Lutron, they really have given us a roadmap to become a pro, to take online training courses, get credit. And I didn't have to know very much about the program to do it. It really is, it's a great roadmap for someone who wants to get into automation and become an automation pro, to get involved with the Lutron Pro program. It's been fantastic.
And I really love what you said about Unified Smart Home being able to customize your home, and it's really based on the customer desire. Nobody is the same. Nobody has the same taste. every home is different. Everybody has a different routine. So in the morning, you might take a coffee, somebody can just go straight to work, and then other might just exercise. So everybody has a different routine, and it really needs to be personalized to the person. So I really love what you do in that's the unified smart home differentiator, being able to customize and do it straight out the gate, not have a predefined control or a predefined solution for every customer. Everybody is different.
That's great. And ironically, that's our promise. Our slogan, our promise is that we keep you connected to what matters to you. And everybody, smart home automation, different things matter to different people. And Lutron really allows us to cater to exactly what the customer wants, and because not everybody is the same.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And why did you decide to become a Lutron Pro? And did you have to attend the training to become a Lutron Pro? Was it something easy for you to do? Was it, did it take a lot of time out of your business to learn?
No, the reason I became a Lutron Pro is because we did try different options. We did a lot of studying and looking at different lighting solutions and whether we wanted to go Wi-Fi switches or, whether we wanted to go with a system like Lutron that incorporates a bridge and has their own proprietary system and RF signal. So anyway, we very quickly figured out that Lutron had the best system that we were able to find, and we did it by doing it ourselves and installing it in our own homes and in our own environments. And so, we very quickly figured out Lutron was the direction we wanted to go. We're very proud to be a part of that. And then when we signed up to be a Lutron Pro, it didn't take very long for us to realize this is more than just installing switches. It's really a system and a program that we get to be a part of. And then automatically, Western is inviting us into doing trainings. And next thing we know, we're doing shades. We're getting trained on shades. We're moving into Radio Raw 2. So the program really is a natural stepping stone, and it wasn't something I had to figure out. It's really laid out for an integrator like me. So not only do we quickly figure out Lutron's the best product and solution for us and our customer, Lutron just makes it through the Lutron Pro program very, very easy to advance through and become more educated, and then receive benefits of being a pro.
This is great. You mentioned shades. Is this something that you used to do before? Is this something that you even wanted to approach? I know some people are already scared about doing shades.
Yeah, and it's funny because we started out as a lighting company. In our automation, we did very little shades, and this year our shades are double our lighting business right now. Product, and so to have the opportunity to be involved and be included in offering that as an offering of ours, we were very excited and very proud. And the Pro program made it extremely easy. I started out and did my first course online. I researched it, I found it, I did my first Shades Essential program, and then was invited in by Kate and Luch and Western to do the classroom-led program, and just learned a lot more about it. And it just made a lot of sense, and they really helped make me a window covering expert rather than just someone who operates.
Wow. So would you say that the Lutron Pro program allowed you to expand your business?
Without question. It really did create the roadmap, because you can go right onto the portal, identify what's next. You can see the kind of the process for growing, and it naturally progresses. So I didn't have to figure it out. I didn't have to do a lot of studying and researching. The Pro program walks you through the next step. And right now, for me, like, the next step would be to move on to Radio Raw 2, the second level training. But I know exactly what that is, and I know what it takes, and we're already enrolled in it because of the roadmap that the program lays out for someone like myself.
Wow, this is wonderful. And I know you mentioned the portal, so maybe do you want to talk a little bit about once you become a Lutron Pro, what's available to you? How is Lutron helping you, supporting you all the way through?
Yeah, and I know Kate probably could talk a lot about that too, but I'll just very quickly say the great thing about the portal for me is it gives me the ability to, if I'm going to do shades, to go right on. Log right into my account, do all my proposals right there at the house or in my truck. It's so easy, and get to be able to give a customer pricing right there. If I decide they want to order, to be able to print them out something that comes from Lutron that is not just from Unify, but it validates in what we're giving them, because the portal also prints out an estimate or a quote from Lutron on the shades immediately that I can PDF and send to my customer. I can then track my orders on the portal to see when things are coming in. I can see how we've done this. The reason I know we've done twice as much in shade is because I've got a graph that tells me how I'm doing with the program, and it also allows me. It tells me that every single one of my customers on that portal have a 2-year warranty instead of a 1-year warranty on lighting controls, because they're in my. We've added them to the system. So it's just, the portal itself is phenomenal for tracking and managing my business, and also helping me grow and develop my company.
Wow, this is great. This is great to hear that there's such a tool that is able to help you in your business without having to create anything manually. It's all there for you. You can see, how much you're doing and when the warranty is expiring, and you can build a bill of material through the same portal. Everything is in one place. So Kate, do you want to talk to us a little bit about if there are any other tools, or is there anything that you would like to expand on when we talked about the portal? What else is available? Do you have any marketing help that Lutron can do on behalf, like finding out where all the Lutron Pros?
Definitely. So there's a couple of different resources that we have available to Lutron Pros. So like I mentioned a little bit before, there is a where to buy website. So if you go to the Lutron homepage, you'll see here at the top right the where to buy. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to take you through what our customers and even our tech support uses to find some of our pros and installers locally. So I am going from my home, so I will click on residential, and then I will just type in my current zip code, and I will say I'm a homeowner. And I'm looking for connected home solutions, and I'm looking for Radio Rod 2. So then I hit search, and up comes all of the local resources that we have. So you will see that Western is listed as number 1 here as the local reps. So this is a great way to get in contact with them if you need to. You can also go down here and click on whatever filters you want to add in. So say you wanted in-home consultation and you wanted Rod 2 qualified, you can filter it out based on what you're looking for. And so all of these are ranked both on distance away from your zip code and on their expertise. So if you are a gold level pro, you'll be listed at the top of the list. If you're a silver, you'll be next. And then if you're just a regular pro, you'll be after that. If you want to see what those levels are like, you can check out the Lutron Pro brochure. So next I want to show you the portal that Darren mentioned, which is extremely helpful to our Lutron pros. So any of you who are a Lutron Pro will have access to this awesome portal. So this is a dummy portal. This is no one's real account. I just want to be able to show you what it looks like. So over here, you will see an account number, which is super important if you're registering projects. You'll also see your program level. So here it will tell you if you're a normal pro, gold, or silver. And you'll also be able to click on this and get the decal that says what kind of pro you are. And it will also list your rep agency. Also within this portal, you'll be able to see your current year-to-date projects, the list price of your projects, which is how your points are calculated. And then it will also break down your projects for year-to-date. So this dummy profile has done $26,000 worth of Raw 2 in year-to-date. Finally, down here, you will see all of the projects listed for all time. So I'm going to go and click on that, and I will show you what this resource looks like.
So when it loads, you will be able to see some really easily digestible information on this. So for this dummy account, they have done 29 projects for all time, and they've done over $64,000 list price all time. So you will again see each of the categories broken out, highlighted based on the list price. You'll also be able to come down here and scroll down and see the install date of all of the bridges and the serial numbers. This is super important to keep in mind. Also, as a note, it will take a couple of days after the bridge is installed before it will show up to your portal. So just keep that in mind. But again, you will be able to see all of the list prices all of the list price of all the projects that you've done before. This is really awesome to be able to keep track of your business, see how you're doing, and just have a better understanding of what you're doing. So this is a really great option for all of you guys to be able to use. And again, all Lutron Pros have this available to them.
Great. So what other support would you get from Lutron if somebody needs help? Would they reach out to you? Would they reach out to Western? How does it typically work?
Yep, there's a bunch of resources. So in every area, there are a ton of people that live there, both for Lutron employees and for your rep firms. So Western is in every area in Southern California. We also have a couple of other resources like our 24/7 tech support. If you guys want to give them a call, they're awesome. The number is located online. They're all super helpful. They actually have all of the systems built out in front of them. So they'll be pushing buttons with you guys as you're going through and programming these systems. There's also a website that you can go on to learn all of our programs. It's called LCI Online. So you'll be able to go in there and go through learning plans and learn more systems. But having a rep firm in the area is definitely the biggest resource that we have. And Jim can tell you a little bit more about how they can help you.
Absolutely. Jim, please.
Almost right on cue. So it's funny because Darren hit almost every talking point that I had planned to talk about today. When the Lutron Pro program came out a couple of years ago now, my business partner Matt and I actually kind of high-fived one another because it gave us a way to connect with customers that we might not have had visibility of, and awesome firms like Darren's. And it's really exciting for us to get to know your business and then also to be able to refer. And to Darren's point, almost everybody that's gotten engaged in the Pro program has started out small, and I've seen their business grow. And we've had some dealers that have gone from doing a small radio rod 2 system that now do millions of dollars in Southern California. And it came about from a little live training we had one day. So it's super exciting to see that, and it's super exciting to be able to give back to companies that support Lutron, Western. And, for me, as far as helping folks get set up on a program, I really recommend your first job is your house. Get it in your home and live with it. You can register that job as your first Lutron Pro job to see how simple it is. And, I'll use my own experience. Many years ago, I'm going to date myself, but I bought the original Radio Raw 2 for my house. My wife was like, "Why did you just spend $1,200 on lighting control? You're nuts." She thought I was crazy. We moved homes, and within a day of being in the new house, when are we getting lighting control? When are we getting lighting control? When are we getting lighting control? So, our house is now, we couldn't live anywhere without it. So that's the opportunity that's out there for you. And, Darren said it a couple times, Kate said it. In Southern California, we have over 70 people that live and breathe Lutron day in and day out. There's no other organization that has that kind of commitment to a marketplace that I know of. And we're here to support you in all markets. And like I said, it's been awesome to see Darren. And we're not paying Darren for any of this. We're not sliding any money under the table here. But, he's a perfect example of seeing your company, grow with Pro is the line we use.
Thank you, Jim. Talking about the program, I know certain lighting control systems are available to Lutron Pro, but not all of them. Does Jim or Kate want to talk about it? And I know that Kate has a little demo case that she wanted to use to show us how easy it is to actually select the product and then to use it.
I can start a little bit, and then I can hand the ball off to Kate if that's okay. There are times where Some of the traditional solutions might be outside of the scope of what's in a pro's area of expertise. You know, we have a product line called Homeworks. We have a product line called Ketra. I'm going to do a little impromptu change here because I'm in our company condo. So you can see, hopefully, if I'm doing it right, my light's changing to weird, funky colors in the background. That's an awesome solution called Ketra.
Red.
But, yep. So now I'm going to go back. Right now. I'm going to go back to normal here, but you can kind of see how, wow, that did turn really red. I didn't notice that. But, you know, we are here to support you if you do run across any of those opportunities that are maybe outside of your area of expertise. I mean, we've had some, you know, 10,000, 20,000 square foot homes that maybe Radio Rod 2 wouldn't be the perfect match for. And we've been able to partner with companies to be able to provide that total solution.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hand the ball to Kate.
Yeah.
Or did I cover it all?
Yeah, as Jim mentioned, we do actually help you guys find leads if you need help with a product line you don't have access to. So it's really great to be able to see that. But then, do you want me to go into the products, Jen?
Yeah, I would love to see those.
Awesome.
What product have you decided to show us today?
The first product I want to show you guys today is Caseta Wireless. This is our DIY product that was released just a couple of years ago. Caseta Wireless has a limit of 75 devices, so it's a great solution for apartments or smaller homes. And I just want to show you this really quick before we jump into Raw 2 Select. Caseta Wireless is a family of 8 different devices, including a smart bridge that allows you to integrate with other smart home products, fan controls, in-wall dimmers, lamp dimmers, Pico controls, and newest added are our wireless repeater to give you more square footage on your projects, and a sensor which will allow you guys to be Title 24 compliant. The product I'm most excited to show you guys today is our Raw 2 Select system. Raw 2 Select is a family of sensors, dimmers, fan controls, Picos, lamp modules, and appliance modules. Raw 2 Select has up to 100 devices on it, so you can do slightly larger houses than Caseta Wireless. There's also 4 repeaters on this, so again, even more square footage can be covered with Raw 2 Select. To compare Raw 2 Select and Caseta a little bit, I wanted to show you a close-up of the different dimmer styles and the Pico styles. So as I mentioned before, our Picos are awesome handheld remotes or wall-mounted. With Raw 2 Select, you do get these awesome Scene Pico keypads, which really help you customize the home a little bit more. And you can set each scene to a different light levels, no having to think about dimming each individual light down. Just push one button and then you get the perfect light levels. Also, you can see a comparison of the 2 different dimmer styles for Caseta versus Raw 2 Select. One of the really great features of Raw 2 Select is that the front plastics of the dimmers are actually changeable. So you can change out the colors easily if your homeowner decides that they want everything gray instead of white. Instead of having to change out the entire dimmer, you can now just order front plastics and change those out.
And if you guys have any questions on any of the devices, always call in Western. They love walking your first job with you guys and helping you figure out what fits best and helping you program. And it is all programmed via an app, so it's really simple to do. If you guys can play a game on your smartphone, you can program one of these systems. And like Jim said, definitely put it in your house the first time and you guys can play around with it, see what integrates well. I know a lot of people use Sonos and things like that. So it's a really great solution to be able to start playing with your own home. There is an app, like I said, with this device, so you can program all of the system through an app. It's free. It's on both Google and Android. And let me show you guys how this works.
I want to take a second to show you guys the app that is used for both Caseta and Raw 2 Select. So this is the home screen of my actual apartment with my own devices in it. As you can see, you will be able to view the devices, the scenes, and the schedules all at the top. So this app is very, very easy to use. If you can play a game on your smartphone, you can use this app. The top left, you will see this gear item. So I'm going to push on that. And I'm going to show you guys how to add in a device. So all you have to do is click on Add a Device. And it will load all of the devices that are available to add in My Home is Caseta Home. So I'm going to add in a Pico remote. So I click on Pico, and it shows you the exact options that you have for Pico. So you have a 4 button, a 2 button, or our standard 3 button. So I have a standard 3 button. I'm going to hold down the bottom button for 10 seconds, and you will see it gets added. So then you can choose which room you want to add it to. So say I want to add this into my living room. I'm going to add it to my living room, click next, and then I'm going to say it controls my lights because I don't have any shades, and then it's added. So after you're done, you can add more devices in, or you can just say you're done. The last thing I want to show you guys on the app is how to add in scenes and schedules. So right here, you can see the scenes I already have preloaded into my app. So let's add a new one. So we're going to first click the icon that we want. So I'm going to do an arriving home scene. So I'm going to click on the house. And then you will be able to pick exactly which devices you want to have activated in the scene. So I want my floor lamp onto 100% because that is the first light into my apartment. And then I want to turn the pendant up to 44%. You click done, and there you go. And you can see it automatically gets added into my Amazon Alexa. So next, let's add in a schedule. So you can see one of my other demo schedules. You'll pick whichever days you want this schedule to be activated on. You can pick either the time of day or based on sunrise, sunset. So I want to do 5 minutes before sunrise because I apparently am going to be an early riser. I'm going to name it Wake Up. And I'm going to do my master bedroom floor lamp all the way on. Let's really wake up quickly. And there you go. That is how easy it is to add in a schedule.
We also have something called geofencing on there. So if you want to set a perimeter around your house, and as you're leaving, you hit that perimeter, you can get a text on your smartphone or watch saying, hey, you left your lights on. Do you want to turn them off? You can also come home and hit that perimeter and select lights will turn on so you don't have to come home to a dark house anymore. So we really do try to make the system as simple and automated for you as possible. And there are a lot of ways to be able to integrate this system with other manufacturers' systems. And I'm sure that Darren has a lot of expertise on which system he uses a lot to integrate with.
Mm. And these are really cool feature, and with the geofencing, especially in the winter when it gets darker earlier and you're coming back home, you want your light to be on before you even get into your house, and you feel a lot safer that way. And you don't have to turn anything on. You're coming back from grocery shopping. You don't have to touch your lights. So that's made super easy. But that's a lot of features here. That's a lot of capability. And Darren, do you have a preferred system that you would go to, or a favorite feature that you would use for your customers?
Yeah, and I don't want to make it sound like it is easier than it is, but it is. No, but standing on the shoulders of what Kate said, our favorite aspect of Lutron is they do all the heavy lifting. So they've already got their scenes, and everything we do to personalize your smart home, we're going to build all of your routines in the scenes. So if you've got a good morning routine, we're going to build a scene for that. If we've got a movie time routine, we're going to build a scene for that, right? And so we build all these scenes that are very simple for our customers. And then we do some of the connections. We integrate it into either Alexa or Google. We then take those scenes and build a routine. And then we add other, like Kate said, we can bring in, Nest thermostats. We can bring in everything. We can bring in other accessories, and we can build all that inside of the routine, right? But the neat thing is our customer doesn't have to understand it. They don't have to get in and do the programming in Google or Alexa or where did I build this routine. All they have to do is remember, all I have to do pretty much is open Lutron and change my scene. So at movie time, I want my shades to close to 50%. Or, hey, I want these lights to go to this dimness. I want them to be at 10%. So they'll go into the scene and be able to adjust their scene. And not only can they adjust their fans, their lights, and their shades, they can also go in and adjust their Sonos. So if you've got Sonos, right in the Lutron scene, your Sonos comes in, it imports, and then so when I'm doing my entertaining, I can say, okay, I not only want my shades, my lights, and my fans to do this, I also want my music to play this favorite song or this favorite station at this volume on these zones. So I don't have to do a lot of my programming in the computer or laptop. I can do it right in the app and then set the customer up to be able to make those changes without me. And I know that there's some pros and cons to that. Some integrators don't like that because it takes money out of my pocket because they don't need me to make the changes to that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's our model. Our model is, hey, we're going to teach you how to automate your home yourself and make your changes yourself very easily. So my favorite go-to situation with Lutron is the scenes. Is I can build everything around the scenes, and I love the geofencing and there's one more thing that Kate didn't mention, but there's something called it's called SmartAway. So automatically, it's something that knows you're gone through your geofence and then runs routines for you, which is, okay, I want to turn lights on and off automatically. So the whole system is designed to be so customer friendly, and it really supports everything we do because that's our whole focus is how do we make this a really great customer experience, and Lutron just tease it up through the scenes and routines and the integrations that they naturally built with Alexa and with Sonos and with Google and so many others.
That's great. And that's really what it comes down to, keeping your customers happy. And you don't want them to come back to you and say, I have a problem, I want to do this and this is not working. If they don't come back, if they're happy, they leave happy and they don't come back, you know that they will come back if they're changing home, or they would send you some other customers that they would just refer you. And that's what you want. Yeah, you want that peace of mind.
Correct, and we've been in situations we do automation and we end up using a different lighting control, and then my customer calls me and says, "Hey, we want to be able to turn those lights on at certain times," and I've got to log on, I've got to program it, I've got to versus them being able just to do it themselves with Lutron, and I love that we can train and teach our customers how to do most of the automation by themselves, and they don't need an integrator. I know that costs me money, but it also saves me money because I can do a lot more projects in a shorter period of time.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it costs me money with me going back and doing truck rolls, but it also saves my customer money and allows me to do more projects.
Right, and that's the beauty of the system, really.
It is.
So if there is one thing you could say that makes you want to recommend the Lutron Pro program for other installers, what would it be? What would you love most about being a Lutron Pro?
I love the fact that they are such a family-oriented business. They believe in their founder, Joel Spiro. We take pride that he invented the dimmer switch. The Lutron is not just. I went to CES this year, and there's the biggest thing at CES was all the lighting controls. There was 100 new options for lighting controls, and all I could do is walk around and go, why would anybody want to? Nobody can do it better than Lutron. So the biggest thing for me is the pride of being part of a company that is so good at what they do. And Lutron has a saying, it just works. And I remember the first time I was struggling with getting a switch on because it was a little farther than they say we guarantee 30 feet from the bridge, by the way, which they way underestimate that. They're way better than that. But anyway, I remember trying to get a switch on. When I finally got it on, it took me a little while and I had to use a repeater. And I asked and the customer support I was on the phone with was awesome, and they're helping me figure it out. And once I got it on, I said, well, do I need to be worried about when I leave it's going to drop back off? And they said, no. Once it's on, it's on. It just works. And I can attest to the thousands of switches that we've put in, we don't get issues with them dropping off. It just works. And that's what I love about Lutron and why I'm so proud to be a part of Lutron. And the one reason I would never go anywhere else is it just makes my life easy because it just works. And So not only is it put together in a way that the customers it's very customer friendly, not only does the Pro program walk me through a path to grow my business, it's also the best product out there, in my opinion, because it just does work. Once it's on, it's on.
Right. And that's what a customer wants to hear. It doesn't want to have to struggle with the system once it's in and want to get rid of it as soon as it's in and it gets into a problem. So that's great. And Darren, tell us, how can we hear more? How can we get more information about your company if we're interested in getting you to get a quote on the project?
So we
house. Come to my house.
We service all of Southern California. All the way from San Diego, all the way up to LA, out to Palm Springs. And the best way to learn more about us or to contact us is on our website at unifysmarthome.com. UNY, real simple, unifysmarthome.com. And if you want to contact us, it's just info@unifysmarthome.com. And if a customer wants to contact us and figure out how they can do lighting control, I love what Jim said. I mean, what Jim said is so great. Almost all of our customers right now, a lot of our customers, because we do that entry-level customer, don't understand why lighting control is important. Mm-hmm. And no, I really don't I'm not lazy enough where I can't get up and turn my switches on and off. I'm like, well, that's interesting. You sit on your couch, you wouldn't think about getting up and changing your TV with, you got a remote control. And when they finally realize it's not about turning things on and off, but about being able to completely have the home react appropriately at certain times. Lights should be off, and we don't turn them off because it's hard to get up, or there's times where our shades should be open or should be closed, but we don't change them. So when a customer really understands why lighting and shades make sense, it makes it really easy. And we love to educate customers on lighting. So if anybody wants to find out more about why lighting makes sense for them, or shading options, why it makes sense, we'd love to have those conversations. And you feel free to contact me.
Great. Thank you, Darren. And
thank you.
Jim, sure. And Jim, how can we hear more about, how can we get in contact with Western? What can we do to reach out to you and get to sign up, basically? Because I know the team is the one that is on the field talking to all these contractors and AV installers.
Yeah, so we cover Orange County, Los Angeles, San Diego, and Imperial counties. And a quick way to find the closest Western representative to you is our website. So if you go to www.westernecs.com, we can connect you with the right person or give any one of us a call. I'd much rather a call than an email for sure these days. It's more time to connect. And I just really highly encourage you to connect with a representative in your area. In Darren's place, he connected with Javier, and I kind of remember the first day Javier mentioned his company and how exciting it was to see it start to grow, and we build that relationship and we grow together. There's nothing I love more than than partnering our team with you. And as I mentioned, we do have a large number of resources in this marketplace to help you with your business, both controls and lighting. We do represent many lighting options out there for you. So we can help you with the project from the ground up, make sure you have the right fixture to match the dimming load and help you that way.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all for your time today. That was certainly very educational. We've learned a lot today, and I hope our viewers are learning a lot. If you did like the video, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.